Hey guys, I'm here to review a blood pressure machine, an automatic blood pressure machine. This is what it looks like. As you can see here, it's got your start button. You can have settings for it, and I'm guessing that's to set like for one or two person. And you also have your memory. You've got the top on this side right here. That's your systolic blood pressure. Then you've got your diastolic blood pressure, and your pulse reading will be down here. So initially when you get it, here's the box and what it looks like. It's got instructions there. It's the front of it and the side. Anyway, so nice sturdy box. When you get it, it's going to be disconnected, so you've got a hole there on the left side of the machine. You've got this piece here, and they just plug together. So here's your cuff. It has directions here on the cuff that say this arrow should be pointed up towards the shoulder. This should be pointed down to your elbow. It says for left arm use, for left arm use, but you obviously can use it on your right arm. They just recommend that the left arm is better to use for your blood pressure. But depending on your medical condition, some people can't have it done in their left arm, or whatever the case may be. So it would be just fine for the right arm as well. You can also take your blood pressure down in the lower forearm part on either side, although that's not as accurate as being up here on the upper part of your arm. So anyways, of course a manual blood pressure is going to be more accurate, but if you had to get something where you have to self-operate it on your own, this would be the next best thing. The wrist ones, not so much. These ones that go around the upper, they are pretty accurate. Of course, if you're looking for a blood pressure machine and you get one, it would be a good idea probably to have it tested against a manual blood pressure cuff to ensure that your blood pressure machine is pretty close to a manual reading. So anyway, you also want to take in consideration your arm size and the cuff size. It has to be... it can't be too big, can't be too small. It'll disrupt the readings and give you an inaccurate reading. So anyways, it has this red line here. That red line should be near the crease of your arm, pointed downward toward the wrist, as well as this tubing here should be pointed downward toward the wrist as well. You would just pull this and wrap it around. Now when you take your blood pressure, it's recommended that you're seated with your legs uncrossed. Your arm is at the heart level. So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm not seated with my legs uncrossed or anything, but this is just for a demonstration. So I'm going to go ahead and press this button here to start it. As you can see, it flashes. Now it's going to start, it beeps, and it'll start inflating. The beeping is to measure your heart rate, your pulse, heart rate, pulse, same thing. 126/73, that's the blood pressure. Now if you take your blood pressure back to back too many times, you will get slightly different readings. It's recommended that you rest about 10 minutes in between blood pressure readings and not do them back to back. As you can see, there's a memory button here, so I'll scroll through the different memories that we have taken, blood pressures. So anyways, normally mine runs 110s, but it just depends on what I'm doing, whether I've been exercising or walking around or whatever. Heart rate here at the bottom, so it was 126/73. I'm trying to get it so there isn't a glare. As you can see, my heart rate is 75, which is over here, located over here. That's 75. It says that it has an arrhythmia detector on it. I do not have any heart issues, so I wouldn't be able to verify whether it can detect an arrhythmia or not. I did, however, test it against the manual blood pressure cuff that I have, and it was pretty accurate. It was only within a two different. So where this one said I was 110 over 65, the manual said that I was like 114 over 66 or something like that. So it wasn't much off. So that's fantastic. It's definitely a great product to have around the house. Should always be health conscious, keeping up with your blood pressure, especially if you have any heart related issues or anything that requires you to be on any blood pressure medications. Anyway, so I'm going into the nursing aspect of it all. Don't need to do that. This is a great product. Definitely recommend it for anybody looking to purchase a manual blood pressure cuff. Thanks, guys.